I will look for it. But she know what to do though. She know what to do. Bad man. Good boy. So you see that blue, blue, all. I want to say it. I want another one. Nobody will have any partner. You know? I just asked them what I want to check me. Can I go bro? You will see that thing as a Monday I watch your screen. Some system of the map. That's the one.
Let me say once again, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you wherever you are in your neck of the woods. It's that time again where we gather in fellowship for the Semi-Pro Football League. And if it is indeed church, that would make today Sunday school. And we have another exciting fixture for you in the Premier League. It's Canaries coming up against VIEUX South. Elijah Williams in your company once again alongside the critic, Dennis in Glasgow.
Good evening, everybody. If there's one school I was strong in, it was a Sunday school. As a matter of fact, the church was near my granddad's house, so when it comes to Sunday school, I was a big participant. So I'm happy that you guys can participate on the stream tonight, because what we have for you is a tasty matchup between VIEUX South and Canaries. But I do think this matchup will boil down to the mood of the teams. And I say so because it's approaching the business end of the competition and teams are jostling for the final 4 positions. VIEUX South has been on a good run. Canaries, not too consistent, but they're within the frame. But how do you get young people or young players now to get in the mood of competitiveness to carry you through for the rest of the season? This matchup will tell a lot.
Yeah, and Canaries are definitely in the fray. They may not be in the best of positions, but right now they're in the position. All right, let me just go through the team news as we see an injury, looks like, to Joel Mathurin, the goalkeeper for Canaries. But let me get through the team news. For Canaries, Joel Mathurin goal, Jardel Mitchell, Daniel Jabatis, Bradley Tisa, and Alex Longville make up the back 4. National duty alongside Moses Henry and Montel Justin in the midfield. Shan Alfred is up top and he's flanked by Donovan Purpey and Taj Constantine. Let me just make mention that Donovan Jabatis is also back in for Canaries from national duty.
So everybody is back in. All teams are revving to go. Let's see. But an unfortunate incident. I didn't get to see what happened to forfeit 8. But it seemed to be... Oh, he's back up. Forfeit is back up, eh?
He probably was up all the time. He just didn't check that.
No, but forfeited is a soldier, man. He'll be all right, you know. And I see a long ball upfield towards the right side, marshaled out by the defense of VIEUX South. Good little matchup between the two teams who like to play football, who enjoy the football, but it's still early days. National players are back from their exploits with the national team. Some players are ready to go, but I'm still going to keep it in the mood. Long throw in, looking for a flick on, and immediately as we see it, Cassius trying to force a shot. Wasn't too successful with this one. Possession, of course, now is for VIEUX South.
Just to give you some perspective, Canaries currently sit in 6th position and they're on 22 points. But guess what? So is the team in 5th and the team in 4th.
Wow.
All 3 of them are locked on 22 points. Of course, Grosley got in there last evening after their 1-0 victory. So they lead with a goal difference of 5, followed by Central Castries with a goal difference of 4, and Canaries with a goal difference of 3. So they're all in the mix, albeit that Canaries have played, or this fixture will be their 17th. So 1 more to play after this. If they win both of their 2 remaining games, this one included, they'll give themselves a good chance to get into the top 4.
So you're saying that... So you're saying this, based upon the outcome of the fixture, this might be our last appearance of forfeit 8. One
maybe
more?
no, one more.
One more. All right, well, let's see how it pans out for them. But I know this VIEUX South team, they were a bit disappointed with the last fixture because they drew. So now it's a situation where they won those 3 points. So let's see how this one pans out. But of course, Canaries, no pushover. They know what's at stake. They know what lies for them. One more fixture. Interesting too, Eli. We have 2 players on the pitch for Canaries, which is a father and son combination. I'm giving you some homework.
There are 2 players
Playing for Canaries, and it's father and son.
a father and a son playing for Canaries right now.
Right now.
That's
Papa et puis ish.
It can't be Donovan and Dwayne.
Incorrect.
Can't be Donovan and Dwayne.
Though I play to you as well.
I suspect the father is part of the team setup, but not on the pitch.
No, he's on the pitch. He's playing. That is correct. Dogu got it.
And
Yeah,
Longville?
number 13. Yeah, that's his dad, man. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Dogu, you listening to you? Just listen to me. Or what? I tell you, stick around me. You learn a lot of things. You know.
Nice trivia there.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, not only for us, but for the fans watching. So that's a combination there, father and son. So all the fathers out there, if you still have a chance to play with your child, there's testimony of what it can bring. So father has to fight for child has to fight for father, and they both fight for the community.
That's right.
Yeah. I know the mother is watching. She must be laughing. She must be saying, "Tell us Sababi of koi." My lady, I tell you what, Makabi of come. I will never behave myself. Also, good night to the gentleman I met on Friday it was, or Saturday, from Leclerc. And he said he'll be watching tonight. I think he was wearing a Cole Palmer Chelsea shirt. Good night to you, my brother. And I also met some young guys outside, and they said that they really enjoy the commentary. Eli, what they like about the commentary is that we don't just have it as strictly football. We know the little pecan here and there. You know, we invoke St. Lucia culture.
Yes.
And, you know, the history of the players and what have you. So they really look forward to that. So thanks again. Yeah. I think, you know, Eli and I, we just do our stuff. I think we just do our stuff, you know. Yeah.
Our style.
Yeah. So it's a free kick now to VIEUX South. I would love to see VIEUX South. I know that's the color. Green is the color. But I would love to see VIEUX South when they play probably away for white and green, or more dominant white and a touch of green. And when you play at home, for example, let's say down the road, or you know, you play more green. You know, that's just me wanting to see white.
Well, I can tell you, at least the numbers should have been white.
There you go. So we can't. It's kind of difficult. I'll tell you why I am sold on this white outfit. When the lights were commissioned at the Mindo Philip Park, that's probably early 90s thereabout. When I played for CYU, our color was yellow and blue, right? That was the original team kit. But when the lights were commissioned, and CYU were always involved in finals at the park, Mr. Carlin insists that we play with blue shorts, white tops, and white socks. So Eli, as you raise your head with that ball,
and easily spot your.
There you go. There you go. And that became so natural and easy for us, you know. It's an attempt on goal. Not forfeit it.
Very easy.
Not
should have probably
it.
put it in the air.
Well,
he all along the ground.
Yeah, but I don't think he had enough space and time. Once he's in the region there, he'll get it. Yeah. You know, I really like this guy. And you know what, again, I mean, you know, all jokes aside, to be of that stature and tell me you're a goalkeeper, you can play right back, you can play left back, you play in basketball, and your family take your height? That's a hell of a guy, man.
Oh, my goodness. Let me take the time to say congratulations to all the folks from Ancillary winning the Super League last evening by a scoreline of 3-0 against VIEUX North. Dominating performance in the end. We also saw two very good goals, I should say two great goals, befitting of a final scored by Ansari. So congratulations going out to them once again. VIEUX North, nothing to hang your head about. I mean, you're in the Premier League, you're in the Money League next season. So you work from there.
Yeah, man, kudos goes out to the entire community of Ancillary, ensuring that they came out to support their team from day one. They stuck with this ancillary team and Tilla and the crew. Also want to say good night to Joan Henry. My condolences, of course, goes out to the passing of your husband. And I know you're an avid supporter of the ancillary team as well. So good night to you, Joan, and the rest of your family. So like I said, kudos to ancillary. Bigger and better things are coming. And also, you guys need to work on a statue for Summers Augustine.
Meanwhile, it's a potentially dangerous situation for VIEUX South. Donovan Jabati over it.
Right down his alley, like, right down his alley.
He's got loads of power in his shot.
Did you see what I just see there? His teammate was going across.
Yes.
And he was part of getting not letting the ball go through, you know.
Yes.
Why
Ball hit him, actually.
Yeah, why you want to do that? I don't understand that.
I suspect that was meant to put the wall off.
Oh, well.
But they need to rehearse it a little bit more.
Yeah, a little better, yeah. That's like an NFL play, you know. You know when the quarterback have the ball and you see a guy just, you know. Yeah, they need to rehearse that a little more.
VIEUX South dropping points to Soufrière the last time out. Game drew 1 apiece. As a matter of fact, Soufrière took the lead in that encounter, so they'll be pretty peeved at themselves that they drop points to a team that's in a relegation
That's
scrap.
right. You don't want to do that. You don't ever want to do that, but it happens. And that's the beauty of football, Eli. As much as you're down on the table, you always can put in a performance that nobody sees coming. You know, so it's all well and good.
This tonight, Moses Henry deployed in midfield critic. We were just having a discussion last evening about wide players being put into a midfield. As
Cool, keeping there by 4 feet. Look at this man. Yeah, sorry, Eli.
Got some good springs on him.
Yeah. First touch there by Donovan, you know. See the press by Canaries making it difficult for the choice of pass for VIEUX South. They're right on them. Allow them space to play from behind, and as soon as they get onto the halfway of the pitch, Eli, you see that press. There's Donovan putting in the effort.
Yeah, Trent Alexander losing out to Donovan.
Oh, that's a good pass, Eli!
Oh, and
Jesus
David,
Christ, David missed this one.
Just wide of the upright.
Look at the football being played by Canaries. Measured the defender, put it over for David Henry. David Henry composed himself and got the better of the goalkeeper, but just beating the upright. That would have been a piece of a goal. But good football all around from Canaries.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it just actually clipped the outside of the upright. It was that close.
Yes, very close, man. David must be eating himself. He did everything. But in football,
would you describe that as a Goliath sort of chance? A big chance?
I would say mammoth. Not really Goliath, not yet. As the game grows, Goliath will come in.
Maybe if he was at the penalty spot.
But that's a mammoth. Bigger. Yeah, but really, for youngsters watching the game, that's what you want. You get into position, compose yourself, open up himself. But it was just that I will probably give credit to the goalkeeper as well, because the goalkeeper may have just made the angle a little too severe for him to tuck it in the bottom corner. But
you're
really
correct.
Good.
He did come off his line pretty quickly.
Yeah. So good football all around.
Something also to observe that David Henry did exceptionally well. It is always difficult to control a ball coming over your shoulder, and he took that one down on his chest, and it didn't run away from him.
Yeah.
So that's also another lesson that some of the youngsters can take. A good ball in there.
Second opportunity there.
Oh my.
For again, now this one, Eli, what he was supposed to do was to boot the ball down, but he opted to boot the ball up, which would make it more difficult. If we get a replay on this one, you could see what needed to be done was to boot the ball down, but he opted to boot the ball up. It had to be on pinpoint to get that goal to score. That was the father.
Well, the conversation will be ongoing at the dinner table.
Yeah.
Saoul JT?
Yeah, well.
This me Ivory in that.
Yeah, daddy, that you do. Sound fair. Yeah, you know, but it's all well and good. 2 chances in a mere 5 minutes or so for Canaries, so which means that they now have gotten into the mood of this game. I mentioned the mood earlier, and the mood right now is with Canaries.
Yeah, 2 very good chances.
Like a chances, boy.
You should argue maybe they should have taken both of them.
Like a chances right there.
I think the second even more so than the first. I just miskicked that one. I think it was meant for Taj Constantine.
Yeah, but too much on it.
Yeah.
Look at the distribution by 4'8". So the immediate distribution. He's a goalkeeper who doesn't really waste time with the football. As he gets it, he wants it out of his hand and have the team going.
That's why when you asked what position I felt he played as a basketballer, I said point guard.
Have to be. Has to be.
Vision.
Yeah, has to be. Carry that ball up court and distribute. Yeah, has to be. I know Judy's mother must be laughing. He said, "Tiba is a pattern." Mommy, I warn you, mommy. My birthday was in the week. And I've gotten more troublesome, you know. Yeah. But Fidel is a good guy, man. I always check him when I come on the field, and he cool like that,
yeah,
you know.
Man, yeah, man.
Yeah, he cool like that.
Both him and David.
Yeah.
Good spots.
Yeah, they're cool like that. Good interplay there by VIEUX South. Difficult to get. I always mistake the 2 for VIEUX South.
Yeah, Kenneth Clark and Kimlan Mason.
Yeah, those guys, look at it like similar boots. Yeah, similar boots, similar hairstyle. Yeah. Both of them are defenders as well. I think one of them, their mom, she follows the semi-pro route, you know. She goes to a lot of games when he plays. You ask me which one, I just know that one of them, that their mom always in the stands. His father plays football in his heydays, so she mentioned to me that he was the one who was very instrumental in teaching him how to play football. And they still make it their business to come and support their son whenever he has fixtures.
Yeah, good sequence of passing there by VIEUX South. Started off with Donovan Purpey being released on the flank. Donovan Purpey as well. He looks a lot like Elva.
Yes. Same kind of style, same hairstyle too.
Same hairstyle, yeah.
Right. What are the modern day footballers or the new generation? They have similar stature as well, you know, not too stocky, the little hairstyle, you know.
Work there by David Henry.
And that is what David Henry brings to the game, you know, experience. He can hold up. And I don't know if you've realized as well too, Eli. I don't know if you have probably realized as well. From the time 1 or 2 MacArthur, got into the situation where he's not able to play, and David Henry has come in for Canaries, a lot has changed in terms of their patience up front, their hold-up play, their scoring ability. Even David, to a certain extent as well, has lost some weight. Just by him playing continuously, his touch has improved as well, because he's getting back into playing regularly.
Played a few 90 minutes.
Yes. You could see him laboring here and there, but compared to how he was earlier in the season and how he is now, he's a vital addition to the Canaries team.
It's a good ball there. Touch Constantine. Just a little too much for him. Saved it in and Kimlan Mason.
As the second ball has gone over the wall, right in this same little area there. There must be a magnet behind that wall.
Of course, only one fixture on the cards tonight at the Francis Babalastic ground. Give me a chance to catch up on some NBA basketball.
Cool, I'll be going home to watch some NFL tonight. It's like the National Football League. More into the basketball when it comes to the playoffs. But I like the NFL. Earlier on, before making my way, I was watching the Bills versus the Buccaneers.
Yeah, how did that turn out?
And when I left home, the Buccaneers were leading, but the final score, the Bills won 44-32. I often say that the athletes in the NFL are the most complete athletes. Those guys have everything, especially speed and strength, agility. Still 0-0 here at the Francis Babalastic ground between Canaries and VIEUX South. If you're just joining us, Canaries missed out on 2 clear opportunities. David Henry really did good, not able to find the back of the net.
And Robert Regis coming on to the Ziampoto.
Yes.
Was not able to convert.
All he had to do was just stay it on goal and the goalkeeper would have been beaten. Goalkeepers, of course, being part of the set up the defense. You could hear the goalkeeper for VIEUX South instructing his back line.
Not an easy task to get past Doinja Baptiste.
Oh, look at that touch by David. Look at that touch. Good first touch. Ball will continue to go up.
Doinja Baptiste is very much a modern day central midfielder. He can do everything. The number 8. He's a true number 8. He can tackle, he can pass, he can carry the ball forward. Can have a pop from distance as well. Arrive late into the box. He has everything, Critic.
Yeah, he has an engine as well. He can go 90 and beyond for you. He's in his 30s, but he doesn't look that way. He's surely a player.
Down there.
Offside, saved by the flag. That tackle was a little bit harsh, if you ask me, and the player was caught offside.
Desperate tackle.
Yes, indeed. Still in all between the two. Yet to see VIEUX South break down that defense and have a shot on goal where goalkeeper for Canaries can show us his skill set. Again, Canaries allowing VIEUX to come out comfortably. And as soon as they engage the midway part of the field, that's when the press comes in. Yeah, I was just about to make that same comment. The player's first touch seems to be off really today. The ball seems to be escaping a lot of the players. And I heard a player say, Mr. Level Control, Mr. Level Control, just about to make that same point.
Because he's a player with impeccable control. Trent Alexander.
First touch is so important in football. The first thing,
just like doing Jabatis, is the engine of this VIEUX South team.
He's a very good player. And his parents must be supporting Liverpool to have named him Trent and have the Alexander.
Somehow I don't think Trent Alexander-Arnold was playing for Liverpool when he was born.
Nah, well, you just never know. Maybe the father got a little insight.
23 years old, 24 years old, Trent Alexander?
Yeah. So probably dad had a little insight, you know.
He knows Miss Cleo.
Something like that.
And Donovan Jabati, Silas Jones, now the right back. Using his skill there, getting past him, and putting a good one in.
More pace on this one, Eli. Some good skill there from the right back. He's
Robert
laughing. He's actually laughing.
Robert Regis had his eyes bulging there. He was trying to see if he could have made amends, but Glendon Ferdinand just picked it out of the air.
Yeah, probably a little more pace on that cross. But what he did, he just clipped it.
And a good patient football by VIEUX South.
Look at when the trap will come in. As soon as they get into this area, here comes the trap. As soon as they get up to the halfway line, boom, Canaries puts in the press on them. They have a foul there, player down.
Yeah, I think that's Jadel Mitchell, one down. He's another very good player. If you ask me, he's been very consistent for Canaries. He's much in the mold of his namesake Jadel Phillip for Soufre. He doesn't have the height, but they both take set pieces. They both play an integral part in the attack for their teams. They defend very well. He's a very good player. As a matter of fact, he's also been deployed on the left wing for Canaries. Yeah. Very good fullback.
There was a defender I saw a central defender I saw last night play for Ancillary. I didn't get his name, but he was so calm, Eli. I didn't get his name. I didn't get his name, you know. But he has a kind of afro. It's kind of semi-afro, like, you know. Centre back for Ancillary. One of the two.
Is it the taller one?
Yeah, I think he took majority of the free kicks.
Yeah. This was the taller one. I think that's Alfred Hippolyte.
One for the future.
Number 17.
One for the future. If this youngster stays in football, he will have a bright future. This guy, when I asked you last night who was your man of the match, if anybody else didn't have a contribution offensively, he would have been my man of the match.
Yeah.
He was so poised, because remember, Eric Gabriel is the main guy at the back and what have you. But Eric Gabriel is getting there in age, and to me, he's a little too overzealous sometimes. But this youngster kept that team calm at the back. Free kick coming in, clipping this one again. Not bad at all. Something fancy there from Cassius. But again, the intent, pegging VIEUX South back. And just to get back onto this youngster from Ancillary, my advice to you, youngster, is to stay in football and keep your head straight. Very, very calm. Reads the game well. Nice passes. He can take free kicks. He can take, goal kicks. He was a really good player. Really good player. So I hope someone is listening and they can pass on the message to him. But he really had a good game.
Close touch there by Taj Constantine. Another player for South who's very technical, Constantine. He has a trick. He can go past the player. Also has a good delivery on him as well and can finish.
That's Constantine, yeah?
Yeah.
Good fighting there by Casillas. But the defender doing good. Showing his strength. He got advice from his goalkeeper as well. Clearance there.
Puppy going to ground there.
Puppy.
Donovan Puppy.
Yeah.
I believe at school he was referred to as the perpetrator.
Because of his puppiness. I like that.
Still called that.
Yeah. One thing I will tell you about St. Lucia culture, you will get a nickname. Eh? Jump high. Let me tell you.
Yes,
Boy, jump high, jump low. You may not want it at first. And the mistake you will make is not to want it.
Yeah, that's why you stick more.
Yeah, you might as well just take it. And maybe the guys may say, you know what? Nah, we ain't going to call him that. Yeah, but if the moment you put up any resistance, that name is going to stick. Trust me. I got the name Critic from Compre. Yeah, because the guy said where everything that was thrown at me, I used to criticize, but constructive criticism that is, and that just stuck. I never made an issue about it. I just fell in line because that was me for true. I still do it. Let's take that.
Yeah.
So I have two nicknames. I have a lot of nicknames, but the two that persons really know of is Chung and Critic. And of course, my good friend striker Alan Hippolyte would just call me China Man instead of saying Chung,
There's Tenor as well.
You're right. There's Tenor.
Yeah.
Coco Bellas calls me Tenny G.
That's right.
Yeah, a lot of people call me Tenny G as well, Yeah. The Costa calls me the Quiet Chinchai. So there's a lot of little names about the place, but everybody has their name, So it's all well and good.
Costa Christoph.
Yeah, well, that's my boy, yeah. Better known as Bubba.
Costa, you in trouble with me.
I'm a boy, better known as Bubba. Really good guy. Really, really, really good guy. Anything I want, anything I need, I go call him the Costa.
I've seen him score a goal from pretty much a half line in Marshall football.
I don't even go there. When we get a break, I'll tell you about this guy. When we get a break, I'll tell you about the Costa. Because persons don't know.
He's a former national player as well,
I tell you, let's hold on. Let's hold on. I'll get to you. Let's spare me a minute.
Two guys when I found out, I should say I was quietly surprised when I found out they were former national players, De Costa and Alston St. Remy.
I know who that is.
That's right.
I tell you, just spare me a minute. Just spare me a minute. I'll give you the whole rundown. As we progress, people still trying to make inway. That ball will just go out. Okay, so De Costa played for Nyabingi up front. And of course, the big team was CYO, which was us. And De Costa scored a goal on us. I feel that ball probably even burst the power he put behind. We were defeated 1-0. That's the first match of the season in the under-18 competition. The mistake that they did, they first had a motorcade. Nyabingi had a motorcade for beating CYO 1-0 in the first encounter of the season under-18. Lo and behold, would you believe we met Nabinga again in the semi-finals? There was some dispute about the jerseys, a clash of jerseys or something like the color. And we defeated them and we went on to win the competition. So the Costa you see on that motorbike for Wasco, or the Costa you see, was a hell of a player. First touch, could shoot. More in a mold. See how David Henry plays? Yeah. That's how the Costa was. Dangerous player. And you just mentioned now the other one, St. Remy, which is Iowa on the Radio 4, Radio Caribbean.
Correct. Yes.
So he's a twin.
That's right.
One played on the left, one played on the right. Those guys played for CYO as well, but they played just ahead of me. So I was playing for VSADC at the time, and they were playing for CYO. And when you talk about speed on the flanks, oh boy, you ain't catching Iowa. When Iowa put the first touch on you, he gone. Both of them. Those guys could really play, So I know the exploits of them. And there are a lot of guys that I played with that person just don't remember. And another name I'll bring to the party is Nicky. He used to be called at the time Antonius Cauldron. He's also called Kevin Rodney. That man have names. Yeah, that man have names for every season.
AKA.
Yeah, top player as well. So the Nicky you see there now, doing his stuff. All those guys were top players as young players. There's an interesting situation. The cross might come in. Right foot cross.
Right foot cross.
Not bad at all.
Yes.
Cassius trying. And he did make some height against his marker.
That was impressive there by Jardel Mitchell.
Yeah.
Cutting back on his weaker right foot and delivering a cross that was just as good as his left foot.
And he too, Eli. Earlier in the season, he was having a little difficulty, in crossing the ball, pinpoint accuracy, and he has grown. His form has grown as the competition has continued.
There is David Henry. A good ball in.
Bad.
Played a great ball in for David Henry there.
Yeah.
With his right foot again.
Yes.
Jardel.
I've watched him. He's really grown into form. He's really going into form. He had a little streak where he was off the beat. And now he's vital to what Canaries is doing.
Let me put you on the spot. Which Jardel are you putting in your team?
Wow.
Jardel Mitchell or Jardel Phillip?
Wow. That's tough, Eli. That's tough,
That's easy for me.
That's easy for you.
Mm-hmm.
But I like both of them, I like both of them, but I will go with the Canaries one instead.
Why?
The Canaries one, I think he has a little more speed, a little more agility. He has a little daring factor about him. And he can use his right foot as well. So I'll give him the edge just on that ability.
I think in terms of skill set, they're just about on par. The temperament of the Canaries player, I think, is what gives him the edge.
Because
he does not lose his cool.
Yes.
He's very calm, always well collected. He's aggressive in the tackle, not aggressive in the talking. He's always, not saying that Jardel is aggressive in the talking, but he's somebody, his demeanor is always very aggressive.
Very aggressive. Very aggressive.
Jardel Mitchell, his play is aggressive, but his demeanor is always calm. He's always cool. He's always composed.
And I think we have spoken on that before, because I remember at one time you asked me, I said that if he can control his temper and his ability, he would be a good player. But he tends to take on the officials sometimes. His tackling sometimes can be off. But he's a good player. I think what he needs from Soufriere is a little more coaching. Somebody that have to, put his hand around him and talk to him and make him understand how vital he is as a player or what he can become. So I'll go with the Canaries player. But I understand where you mentioned.
But you do know there are some players. That's how they play well. I'll use Wayne Rooney as an example. If you try to calm him down,
that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen.
He's not the same player.
Yeah, and that's not going to happen. And that's not going to
live with it. You just have to have to live with it. I don't know if that's a situation with Jardel Phillip, but there are some of those players. They just always play on the edge.
On the edge. Yeah, you're right.
And if you take that away from them, Rashid Wallace, basketball.
Yeah, same kind of player. Yeah.
Draymond Green. I'll use basketball players there.
Yeah. And as you said, Draymond Green, I'm sure you saw the clip. Draymond trying to mark the French guy. What is that one?
That
I'm sure you saw that clip.
That's not good. That's never gonna happen.
That's
This guy is a freak of nature.
What? Eli, that's never going to happen.
This guy is a freak.
Yeah, boy.
This guy is
What?
a freak.
Everything was going all right, German was right under him, but when the ball was tossed up, it was a wrap.
Good skill there.
Officiate is right there. Again, look at his distribution. Trying to get Casillas. Question for you. Who's the taller of the two, Casillas and Forfeited? Or the shorter of the two?
That's a real tall order. I'm tempted to say.
Casillas.
No, I'm tempted to say Jurel is shorter. I'm tempted to say, but that's only because of my perspective. Casillas is closer to me right now.
That's right.
I need to see them next to one another.
Yeah, we'll try to get a photo. Interesting enough too, the coach or part of the technical team on the bench for Canaries. If you listen to the instructions, you'll hear them clearly pointing out every little chance they get, y'all are not fighting. Y'all are not fighting. And that's why I brought about the mood factor when we came onto the game. Clearly you could see that they want this Canaries team to be on top of things. To make it difficult for V4, and they have done so. It's just that the Canaries team have not taken their chances to see their rewards.
Ball in there by Mafia. That was a good call by Carson Stanislas. Says get up. Says get up.
We were just visited by, is it the match commissioner for the night?
He's the venue coordinator.
Venue coordinator. That's Moise, right?
Yes.
So I'll give you a little more tidbit as well. He used to play for Rockall. You aware of that?
No, I wasn't.
Yeah, he used to play for Rockall as well. I'll give you more information. Rockall won the Marshall League one time where I played for Rockall and we were supposed to go to Antigua. Eli, I think we still have to go to Antigua, eh? You know how exciting it is back then. You win the league and Rockall going to Antigua. What? Rock up now, we see Antigua, Eli, it's a chance for Canaries. Off the bar!
What a strike there. I think there was some fingertips to it by Glennon Ferdinand as well,
Clearly beaten. Yes, clearly beaten. That is the third strike that they've not been able to convert, but very good football there for Canaries. Here we see a ball coming in. Donovan again in the thick of things. Left foot strike this time. This Canaries team, they're really trying. I've been really impressed with them here tonight. Why didn't they play so long in Canaries? But you live and you learn. Good outing so far for Canaries. Really pegging Doku. V4 South back.
Just drawing closer to the halfway mark in this fixture.
Yeah, they really.
It's an exciting nil-all though.
Yeah, very much so. Chances being created, shots, keepers making saves. And I have not seen the V4 we are accustomed to see this season just yet. As a matter of fact, Eli, I was just there wondering, but he's not in the lineup tonight. That's right. Here's David Eli getting an opportunity, and he was offside. Is Obafemi in the lineup? In the team, the bench. It's on the bench, yeah. So the coaches for VIEUX South may want to just do that. Been difficult for them. Is Baptiste to break up play. That's going to result in a corner for VIEUX South. Good corner. Defensive header. One more chance to put it in there. Shot on goal, just hitting the side net. You could see the frustration kind of creeping in with the VIEUX South players. But guess what? Frustration is part of the game as well. That's why they always often tell you football is life. Every facet of life, we have it in football. Frustration, moderation, being stubborn. Just name it. On the ball. Opting to continue to play. Ball played on the right side. Not the cross that you want. And as the whistle sounds, it brings us to an exciting 0-0 halftime between the two. But chances created, chances missed by Canaries. They would be very much disappointed. If you ask me, they should supposed to be at least 3 up in this encounter. But you have to take your chances. VIEUX South will be going to the drawing board to see what they can fix, whilst this Canaries team will see how they can get on the scoreline. 0-0 right here at the Francis Babalastic. We will be back shortly.
In the heart of every community lies a dream waiting to come true as a journey begins. We dribble through life's hurdles, breaking down its barriers, looking beyond the horizon. Lessons are learned, friendships are forged, and strength is birthed from within. Beyond tactics and goals, we strive as a team. With discipline and perseverance, we advance. Through every kick, stumble, and victory, our lives are changing, and together we rise.
It's not just a game. Football is our life.
The St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League, leveraging football to transform lives.
28 years ago, I left St. Lucia to study in Canada. I got married and moved to the US, but I never forgot my roots. So when I decided to invest in the offshore business, it was only natural to have it done in my hometown. To have a successful business, I needed a bank. Who else? My first employer, Bank of St. Lucia. VOSL has been an incredible partner, supporting my vision of expansion and diversification in every step of the way. The Elite Builders Capital product has been a game changer for entrepreneurs like me. It helps us achieve the success we've always dreamed of.
To your life anywhere, anytime with your VOSL Visa credit card. Spend your life, let a VOSL's got you. Live your life your way. It's your life, it's what you do.
My journey into business began in one of the hardest moments of my life. In 2020, I lost my job from the hotel industry and my husband was temporarily laid off from his.
As a couple with young kids, at the time, we had to ensure that we had a steady income.
We decided to convert the lower floor of my home into vacation rentals. But we needed support to grow.
The credit union couldn't go any further and financing felt out of reach.
But everything changed when we were introduced to Elite Builders Capital, a product made just for us from Bank of St. Lucia.
With their help, we completed our last 2 units. 2 of our villas were inspired by our kids, Melo for Melody and Samo for Samuel.
Now we have 6 fully furnished villas, ready for more guests.
Gets you any style of home. VIEUX all saying home sweet home. With a home sweet mortgage, you are number one. Home sweet, home quest, home flex, home switch. See that new home, we get it. VIEUX, home sweet, home quest, home flex, home switch. Act now when you won't regret it. VIEUX. Bank of St. Lucia's enhanced home sweet mortgages are designed around you. Home flex, a home equity line of credit. Home quest, for professionals building new dreams. And home switch, time to bring your mortgage home to us. Home sweet mortgages, make it your own. Home sweet, home quest, home flex, home switch. Need a new home, we get it. For more information, call 456-6999 or go to bankofstlucia.com. VIEUX.
Feel the thunder of the pitch, the roar of the crowd, and witness the rising of our nation. St. Lucia, this is the Semi-Professional Football League Season 2. 2 epic tournaments, 143 electrifying matches, 10 venues, 1 island, 1 heartbeat. From June to December 2025, 20 district football leagues will face off. Every match is a battle, every goal is a statement, and every fan is part of the legacy. Who will rise to victory? Play your schedule and be part of history. Visit semiprofootballleague.com and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube for full match fixtures, live coverage, updates, and behind-the-scenes access. This is our season where passion lives and purpose leads.
This is a beautiful game and this is what we love.
St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League.
Leveraging football to transform lives.
In the heart of every community lies a dream waiting to come true as a journey begins. We dribble through life's hurdles, breaking down its barriers, looking beyond the horizon. Lessons are learned, friendships are forged, and strength is built when we're there. Beyond tactics and goals, we strive as a team. With discipline and perseverance, we advance. Through every kick, stumble, and victory, our lives are changing, and together we rise.
It's not just a game. Football is our life.
The St. Lucia Semi-Pro Football League, leveraging football to transform lives.
28 years ago, I left St. Lucia to study in Canada. I got married and moved to the US, but I never forgot my roots. So when I decided to invest in the offshore business, it was only natural to have it done in my hometown. To have a successful business, I needed a bank. Who else? My first employer, Bank of St. Lucia. VIEUX has been an incredible partner supporting my vision of expansion and diversification in every step of the way. The Elite Builders Capital product has been a game changer for entrepreneurs like me. It helps us achieve the success we've always dreamed about.
Spend your life living VIEUX's got you. Tap into your life anywhere, anytime with your VIEUX Visa credit card. Spend your life living VIEUX's got you. Live your life your way. It's your life, it's what you do.
My journey into business began in one of the hardest moments of my life. In 2020, I lost my job from the hotel industry and my husband was temporarily laid off from his.
As a couple with young kids, at the time, we had to ensure that we had a steady income.
We decided to convert the lower floor of my home into vacation rentals. But we needed support to grow.
The credit union couldn't go any further and financing felt out of reach.
But everything changed when we were introduced to Elite Builders Capital, a product made just for us from Bank of St. Lucia.
With their help, we completed our last 2 units. 2 of our villas were inspired by our kids, Melo for Melody and Samo for Samuel.
Now we have 6 fully furnished villas ready for more guests.
Back to live action right here at the Francis Babalastic game. Of course, tonight, only one fixture, which is being played right now. It is Canaries versus VIEUX South. Of course, it is still 0-0 between the two. And of course, Eli and I did mention that Canaries had the better of the exchange in the first half. But however, they were not able to capitalize on their possession and the chances created. Now, if it's one thing about football, if the score remains the same and you might just offer an opportunity, especially to VIEUX South. VIEUX South is a team that if you don't put them away, they have the tendency of just coming back at you. So the first half has gone, that's history. Let's look to the future and see what will happen eventually. Will Canaries continue in the same vein, or VIEUX South come together and show us the VIEUX South that we normally see on a weekend basis?
Yeah, similarly against Soufrière, VIEUX South started off in a sort of sluggish mood. We saw something similar, although you must credit Soufrière and Canaries for the way they played as well. May have contributed to the sluggish start, but they roared back in the second half and equalized in that scenario. This game is still 0-0. Canaries will be ruining some of those missed opportunities. I see David Henry making a turn there. Blocked and cleared. Donovan Puppy has some pace. Ball played in on the other side. Should have played in Puppy. I think he should have played in Puppy.
Yeah, I think he should have gone for the other option. However, credit must be given to Forfeit as well. The man in goal read the situation well, did not foul the player, just kept his composure and was able to make ground. Good save here. And like we just mentioned, that is what VIEUX South does. Once they win that ball, they transition, they will of course try to hit you on a quick counter-attack.
Oh, good turn there by Donovan Baptiste. Pass a little too soft for David Henry.
And that little passage of play got me off my seat, actually. A little too much on the pass. Before able to deal with it comfortably. Good job, youngster.
Yes, Alex Longville with the clearance.
Yeah, very young at the back. Look like he could still be playing school football. He has a big responsibility at the back there alongside.
He does play. I think he was involved in either the semi-finals or the finals.
Yeah, you could see that.
Can't recall for which school though.
But you could see clearly that he have homework he have school tomorrow. That number, you could see that he on his face. But Bradley Tisson, he's of course shepherding him. You know, Shepherd is a big name in Canaries as well.
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
so
yes.
Shepherd's big clearance there by Bradley. Canaries team, of course, will now push out. Not able to get onto this one. Good composure. Opting to go upfield for spread ball. Interesting, Eli. That's why I use the word interesting. That's why I use the word interesting. The referee wasted no time pointing to the spot. There was a
bewilderment on the face of Kimlan Mason, Kendall Clark as well. We'll see the replay.
Long ball there from the student. Searching. That is the melee. So the follow through is the incident. So the initial tackle, there was no contact. However, with his follow through, he went into the player.
I think if he had probably gotten a piece of the ball,
he would have been saved.
It would have been okay.
Yeah, but he got no part of the ball and the follow through went into the attacker. So we can take that. Of course, I know the VIEUX South team will go back on the stream and try to assess for themselves. My good friend Coco Bellas is watching as well. If I know him well, he then bring back already to assess himself as well. Because he has this phrase about him. He says, once they're from the north, beat them. Canaries is not from the north.
Not from the north. Wow.
Keeper
Beaten
going
by
the
power.
right way, but too much pace on this one.
Yeah.
Too much pace. Donovan need a goal. He needs a goal to give him a little, impetus as well. 1-0 in favor of Canaries. Yeah.
We've seen some pretty good goals. I mean, we spoke about the 2 goals we saw in the Super League, but I'm pretty sure you could remember down in VIEUX at the Philip Masley grounds, that pass from Cassius Joseph that Donovan Jabatis took on the full volley with his
Yes,
left
I remember
foot
that goal, yes.
and drove it into the bottom right
That was a
corner.
cracker. That was a cracker.
Started off the season, Donovan Jabati started off the season on fire and then was out of the squad for a few matches. When he got back, just couldn't regain that.
Yes, yeah. And football does that, eh? Since you tend to lose your readiness. You could be fit, but there's also called match fitness, So yes, you're not tired or anything, but game awareness, your positioning, your confidence, all these things tend to go outside the window, and you need to get it back.
And we thought South, one thing about them is they can attack.
Don't give up.
Corner kick.
Also, what I like about the Canaries team, I could hear Bradley Tissa always offering encouragement to the young ones. But he's a teacher as well, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's natural. Yeah, that's one thing. That's one of his hallmarks. Always ensuring that the youngsters, in line and encourage them. A lot of young guys around there, and you need them for the future. If you want that sport to grow in Canaries, you need to encourage the young ones.
Trent Alexander about to put this one in. Robert Regis.
Ali's going to push. That's all right. Immediate action there from VIEUX South defending. Very rare, Eli. We have one fixture on a match day, but we'll take it.
I think there are a couple of match days coming up, but there'll be just one fixture, of course.
Yeah, as we wind down.
I don't think it's just that. There was a concern about the fixture congestion and player safety. So the revised fixtures took that into consideration. So the vast majority, if not all of the games that are played, teams have a minimum window of 72 hours.
Yeah, for recovery.
Okay. Yes. Of course, that's along with the...
But we need our recovery as well, Eli. I sometimes need a whole week. The players need 72.
I think I need a whole year.
Well, it's always wise to take that into consideration,
Yeah, folks have no idea how taxing this thing can be.
It's not easy, boy, I can tell you. Especially for you as well, because you have your broadcast to fit in, put the stories together. Probably have to wake up at about 3 or 4 a.m. And that's the life. And that's the life. All spread wide. We'll keep off his line immediately. Oh, yes, good delivery. So far, so good for Canaries. Missed free chances. That's gone. Now they up 1.
Good football there.
We see, yeah. A little too much on the pass.
Yeah. Let's do in. Captain.
Keeping it together.
Sidestepping.
Yeah. Never giving up.
Yeah, good tackle.
Never giving up. Right attitude. Very good. Of course, you know, when we speak of game management, the hour mark is approaching. A little too much on this one for David. Acknowledging his error. Game management is always important. We're about to approach the 60, thereafter it'll be 30. I remember one time, I was watching a game, Arsenal versus Chelsea. I think it was FA Cup final or whatever, and Chelsea were really unsung. I watching the game, like, hear me, we're playing 9-10s, 9-10 minutes. And every minute I watching the clock, because you know that kind of way you watch that game and you know why you're not supposed to win because
you watch it in phases.
Yeah, boy, yeah. So 9-10s, man, and they eventually won the game. So game management is always important. That's why that's why I'm saying that next season we need to employ some clocks at the venues so the players can have an idea of how much time has gone and what's to come. Canaries still stable, putting passes together. Not a bad pass at all. Here is David Henry. Goalkeeper quickly off his line. That's
well done, Glendon Ferdinand.
Yeah, that's again, you could see the intent. Bradley getting in there. All right, good job. Sometimes when I walk around and some persons give me some stick and they figure out Tennyson is supporting this team or Tennyson is supporting this team, and I don't know if you ever come across such, Eli.
Not particularly. But somehow or the other, I think maybe your style of critique may hit home a little harder.
I'm the critic, so.
Saviola now in for Montel Justin.
And Obafemi is on as well. So now we see in Vafor South beefing up the attack. So now the back line, the back four Canaries has to be on total awareness, potent striker, and a winger who can change the game on a dime as well.
A good football there.
A little more on this one for David. Now the game is going to come alive because of those changes.
Elva losing out to Donovan Jabatis. For Saviola Elva also. Just back from national duty.
Yeah, so they went camp together, but now no more about camp. Now let's face the fire. And who can go over the line and get 3 points? Nothing in this one. Referee on the spot. Have a player down.
Physio.
Canaries need a female physio, man. Yeah, man.
Why is that, critic?
The players will be more responsive. You see how Marbella players just respond?
Expect that might only serve to increase the rate of
Femi
injury.
on the charge, resulting in a goal kick. Let's look at the teams with the female physios. Central.
Yeah, they go down more often.
But they watch how quick they get back up too. When is a guy coming to you?
So female physios have them get up?
Yeah,
That's
man.
what you say?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Happy to see her.
Just making sure.
Yeah, you're happy to see her, but you only show her, how manly you can be.
C'est nom.
Yeah. Leave it like ça. Ma wait à terre ça. C'est un book. Ma way work me. You understand? See that Canaries taking shape to make 2 changes.
It's like Dove Jabatis in for Robert Regis, I think.
Mm-hmm. And David has run his race.
The big of Lorik Santoma, I can't miss him.
Yeah. Did he score in the last game? No, I don't think it was him. No.
Game before.
Yeah, but he's a crowd pleaser, and the ball likes him. Searching pass, a little too much on it. But the crowd love him, and he has a lot of fans down in Canaries. When he gets on the ball, he makes things happen. Youngster reading the game, not giving Saviola a chance. I think if Canaries can win their 1v1 battles, Eli, and keep their shape defensively, they can win this game.
As Lorik now is trying to get onto it. Put it out there by Glendon Ferdinand. Was way outside of his.
Yeah. Be solid at the back, Canaries. Win your 1v1s and keep your shape. Now for VIEUX, they need to create chances and try to take them. Be creative up front and take your chances. So we have a little battle on our hands. Because clearly, VIEUX South made an offensive change. They bolstered the attack. Dove came in for David. And you have the other youngster. They too are attackers. So the approach right now for Canaries is to deal with the more potent attack that VIEUX South has thrown at them. Oh, good tackle there. I've been watching Jabatis, his central defensive midfielder, and as I say so, I've been watching him. Yeah. He's not been stable. He's been struggling.
He's been carrying a niggle. Great save there by Joel Mathre. I think Jardel Mitchell went to sleep a little bit there because I don't think he realized his captain was down. So he started advancing a little bit, and that left Taz Constantine all by himself. And he'll feel that he should have made better of that, but it was a good strike, low, hard, to the side, but Joel Mathre's reflexes were impeccable.
Yes. Agility, was able to deal with it. But there's a concern there now for And I see this. There's this new thing in football. Eli. I don't know if it's in my time it doesn't exist. Let's say you get hurt, Eli. The opponent comes to you and wants to pull your hand to get up.
Yeah, I think that's when they think.
No. What I'm saying, Eli, that's not your role.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
But there are players sometimes they feign injury to slow down the momentum of the game.
I understand all of that. But if I'm playing, Eli, and I have a hint of a injury or a little hint of a border, but I know he's done. I was monitoring him. Yeah, he's not too well. I was monitoring him.
Right now.
Yeah. So, what tells you who gave you that role? I want to win. I want to beat you. You come to help me get up? No. No, thank you. No, thank you. And you sit in a professional game as well. I understand it. I understand what they're doing. But let my teammate help me. Remember, Eli, there are several. They have over thousands of ways to win a football game. You know, you can't even describe how to win a football game. So that's why I always employ about the game management. And if you also realize that Canaries have moved away from using their midfield to a certain extent.
Or if a long range strike there.
So now with the absentee of Jabatis in the middle to stabilize things, somebody needs to go in there and buy some time and control the middle of the pack, especially defensively. Sacrifice your game.
I think a substitution was made, you know. Yeah, there are 10 outfield players. A substitution was made.
Yeah.
Not sure who I think we were kind of focused on. So it's Daniel Jabatis coming in for Dwayne Jabatis.
Another Jabatis. Big searching pass, Eli. Better control from the youngster, and he would have been in.
I think he was trying to one-time it for Dove. Didn't come off.
Cassius probably needed to be a little stronger.
Block tackle.
Yeah.
Think there was any malice there?
I don't know.
Genuine attempt to try to get a block on.
Yeah, I don't know. Again, players, I don't know if you scream at the referee. You got tackled, but you screaming at the referee. Save that energy, get some attention, and be back on to help your team. Backing at the referee will not help you. Referee blew the whistle, which you're supposed to do. So get your treatment. It's a contact sport, my brother. It's a man's game.
Canaries desperately want to keep a hold of this lead. As I said, they tied on the 24 points or 22 points
22, yeah.
with Central Castries and Grosile. This will actually get them into the top 4 victory here. Albeit that they only have 1 game left, where the others have 3. They would have already done what they had to do. It will be for the others to do what they have to do in their follow-up fixtures.
Again, I did mention to keep your defensive shape because this VIEUX team will not give up. They are going to be coming. Yellow card shown to Bradley Tiso. Composure, discipline. The disappearing
disappeared before I hit the grass. Did you see it?
What?
It's effective then.
Free kick. I'm way out.
Whoa, that deflection. Gerald Mathry and then they took a deflection off the wall.
Yeah. I did tell you, they're coming. VIEUX South team, they don't ever give up. And we have spoken about it. They will come at you. Keep your defensive shape. Win your battles 1v1. None of this happened. They were all over the place defensively, and this VIEUX team capitalized on that. Even the wall was very fragile. There was no cement in that wall.
Might be ominous now for VIEUX South, for Canaries, sorry. VIEUX South now have a better chunk of 15 minutes in stoppage time to try to probe. Did say sometimes they start off sluggish VIEUX South, but pick the tempo up in the second half.
Yeah, they have players to bring them back into games.
Clearance by Bradley.
Cassius need to play a pass in. If you look at how the momentum has changed, Eli, by scoring that goal. See how desperate the VIEUX South team has become. Whilst the Canaries team, they keep complaining to the official about this should be a card and that should be a card. That's not what you want. You need to pull together as a group and see how best you guys can stay in the contest.
Canaries is in a little bit of disarray.
Big time.
I think that sort of came with the exit of Dwayne Jabatiste.
That's right. The middle is open. I remember I did say as well, someone needs to come and sacrifice themselves for the team and play a defensive role in the middle of the pack. So far, no one has done that. So basically what VIEUX South is waiting is as soon as they lose the ball, the transition period is to respond in attack. There's nobody to control the tempo of the game for Canaries right now, defensively, in the middle. So big save there. Big foot save. Good shot by Jabatiste. And that is the problem now for Canaries. How do they deliver this attack?
Well done there by Longville.
Good defensive header there by Bradley.
Yeah, I was just about to say this time the other Longville, Alex Longville, went to close out young Elva.
Elva able with both feet, put in a good cross. Yeah, this Canaries team has just lost the impetus to a certain extent. A little better on the passing there from Jean-Baptiste. We're approaching 80 minutes. Moses Henry on the attack now. Very good block there by Cassius. Nothing in there.
Yeah, nothing at all.
Even the guys that they brought on, for example, Dove and the other youngster needs to put in a shift. Needs to put in a shift as well.
Opportunity to put the ball into the box for South. Be an interesting finale to this one, critic. Alright, pass there by Canaries.
Dove too funny. It's a tough act, you know, to to have a double career, you know, to be a comedian and a footballer. At this point in time, he needed to be serious. He passed the ball to no one. Tough. Think he scored a beautiful goal in the fall derby?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. So now he needs to come to the party right now.
Yeah, Canaries. The throw in.
Canaries, Eli, what do you think? Disappointed with the goal they allowed, or VIEUX happy to come back into the game?
Somehow or the other, I don't think VIEUX will be happy that they are drawing this game right now. I think they will feel that every game they come into, they should be winning it.
As VIEUX?
As VIEUX. Canaries, on the other hand, will feel like they've probably let some points slip away again. Canaries is the team that have had the most drawn games in the Premier League this season.
I got you. And they just made a substitution. Curtin Jones. I think he's the one who came on, who scored on the last outing.
I think he has some relation to Elias, who's the right back.
Yeah, I saw both of them with a similar surname. So must be related somehow.
Yeah,
the Joneses.
Canaries has a lot.
Yeah.
Fun fact, there are 4 players for Canaries that all bear the first initial D and have the surname Jabatis.
Jabatis, yeah. I remember you saying that in your broadcast. Jabatis.
That's Daniel, Dove, Dwayne, and Donovan.
And they all related?
I think so.
Yeah. What is Jabatis? There's no two ways about it. Before. Let's see if this youngster is smart, Eli. Why would you want to go in the middle of the park? Why not to the flank? It's Messi for through ball. Trying to play in Jabatis. Long raking pass. How he's able to do that? I was able to get in there. He got a little nick by the calf area. He's a strong guy. But that ball made a lot of height, Eli.
Yeah, it did.
And look at how 4'8" was just able to just get under it and collect, And his teammate was giving him instructions like to go full throttle. But in doing so, you could make an error and then present a chance to favor South. He kept his head and just collect cleanly. Good reading of the game. Tough. The applause are coming in from the technical area, from Canaries. They're applauding the efforts. They've worked hard.
They have.
And they missed some chances, which of course they are themselves to blame.
Young Longville reading the game very well too.
Yeah.
Spotting danger and coming across the cover. Eric Santoma is teeing one up. It looks like he caught it all wrong.
Too much.
I thought he was teeing up a shot.
No, I don't think he would have kicked from there. What he needed to do was to play in Dove. But there was too much on it. He was indecisive as to take a shot or to make a pass. And at the end, nothing. Good football. Let's keep it ticking. Jabati is trying to tee one up. Here for South doing good defensively. Dogu is caught up in WhatsApp. Not willing to look and learn. How Dogu will ever become a footballer, Lord, I don't know. You don't watch the game, you don't learn anything, Dogu. Those WhatsApp messages can wait, my brother. If you want to learn football, you have to watch it. Offside. Yeah, the attack getting a little hasty. Trying to put some sense in Dogu's head, Eli. But he's consumed by, hey, what's up?
No comment.
It's a kick there to veer for South. Not much time left. I'll give you, well, not a joke, but I was just walking through the stands. A good steal there. I'll give you a joke, Eli. I was walking through the stands after the finals last night. And as I made my way through the crowd, I heard somebody say, curtains! And a young lady from Surrey. She gave me a big shout, man. Ball spread wide to Elva. Not bad a shot, not bad an attempt. So she gave me a big shout and she killed herself laughing, you know. Curtains! Yeah, well, pretty soon we'll have curtains on this game.
I'd say the curtains will be drawn.
That's right.
Because it's one apiece right
That's
now.
right, definitely. But kudos must be given to this youngster. Eh? You need to give me his name, Eli. Number 12.
Alex Longville.
Alex Longville. He had a really good game. Really good game. Another one for the future. Once those guys can keep themselves in football, they can go places. So time is run. Jabatis sending that one to the J-back corner. The plane of the stadium.
Let's see how much stoppage time will be put up on the clock.
Yeah, we're into the 90th minute. Should the scoreline remain as is, it wouldn't be a bad outing this Sunday. But not the result that Canaries felt that they deserve.
3 minutes.
And before South came into the game pretty late. Defensively, the first half are really putting a shift to keep the score as is. And as we see Elva on the attack, he's going to run for days.
Canaries will be ruining those,
those
early
chances.
chances.
Yes. As I say so, I see Dogu handling the boom. Even though there's a song, here comes the boom, here comes the boom.
Earl Simmons.
That's right.
AKA DMX.
That's right.
I think that's from the Belly soundtrack.
You got it. Eli, let me tell you, I could work with you. You know. If you have an opening at Vibe Radio, let me know. I send my application.
You wouldn't need to, my brother.
No, not in the sports department, you know. As an online DJ. I like it. I think life is to enjoy, Eli. And that's what we're supposed to do, you know. It's a journey. We enjoy the journey. And then we just do what we got to do. Injury. Physio is on. But they really put in a shift. We must applaud, I think, both teams. We know the point standings between the two. And despite the missed chances by Canaries, I think both teams really put on a shift. I spoke of the mood earlier in the game. And the mood certainly was tempo. There was a lot into this fixture.
If the result stays as is, gonna bump Central Castries down into 6th position.
And I would shoot I would shoot Canaries up.
Canaries will be in 4th. Grosley will be in 5th. Central Castries will be in 6th, which is the lowest. Oh my goodness.
All he had to do was open up himself. Open up himself and get some purchase on that football. I think that's the youngster who came in.
That's Lorik St. Thomas.
Yes. Oh, that's Lorik. Okay, all right, yeah. Open himself a little bit and get a little purchase on it, and probably he could get past the goalkeeper. I think this is the last throw of the dice for Canaries.
Okadin Jones it was.
Yeah, he scored in the last game.
Canaries playing a very, very high line there.
Yeah, taking a chance. You know, the last guy was number 14 in Longville, you know. The last guy. And that will be the last dice for VIEUX South now.
Donovan Jean-Baptiste. Past his man putting the cross. Dealt with.
Good foot save.
Like Lennon Ferdinand. And that's the end of the game. The final score, 1 goal apiece between Canaries and VIEUX South. Donovan Jean-Baptiste, a penalty in the 53rd that was cancelled out by Jose Matra in the 73rd minute for VIEUX South. And the honors even here. Of course, the result bumps Canaries up to 4th position in the table, albeit that they only have 1 game left, and makes the final run-in very interesting here in the Premier League and the Semi-Pro Football League. So for Tennis in Glasgow, it's Elijah Williams saying good night.